Well, hi! We're back. And yeah, we're back here. After the first episode of Containment Cells, you guys actually kind of liked it, so we're going to run with it again. Only this time, we're going to keep it going with a certain thing I saw, which was, how would you contain the primarchs? The Emperor's children, the people that literally, there were 18. The 18 primarchs that we know of. But anyways, there are a couple loyalists and a couple traitors after the Horus heresy and all that debacle. Some alive, some dead, so we're just going to leave it at that. We're gonna basically go over how we would contain them if they were still alive and how we would put them into containment. Welcome to the Containment Cells. First up on the batch is the First Legion, also known as the Dark Angels, which are still loyalists, which we are going to talk about. Starting off with number one himself, Lionel Johnson. Basically, the Lion himself of the Imperium. Yeah, alright. When talking about the Lion, you need to understand a couple things. This man is a proud and prideful motherfucker. I have literally heard stories where this guy has literally gone off and killed people just because they insulted his father. He's kind of one of those guys you don't really want to fuck with, but don't really want to make angry either. So yeah, how would I contain Lion? This one is actually kind of hard. Lionel Johnson is probably one of the only primarchs that actually has a good chance of never being contained. However, there is interesting stuff about him. He is a ridiculous swords master and a couple other things. And if I really had to, I would probably have one of the immortal SCPs challenge him with 4483, because technically speaking, he's not dead. Because with SCP-4483, after you slice off a body part or slice off any type of part of body with it, well, it still remains sentient. You're basically still alive. It's more or less known as the immortal slice sword or something along those lines. However, it's probably one of the most interesting because it just does not make any sense. But yeah, I would have to say that would probably be one of the only ways you can contain him. Besides, having, I don't know, about a shit ton of people holding that man down. You couldn't do much onto it. Lion is very, very heretical when it comes to his father, the Emperor. If you're able to somehow convince him that the Emperor told him to go into this area and meditate for 1,000 years to figure something out, he probably would do it. So that would be another way. Lion's one of those interesting ones that it's going to be hard to put that man in a box. And even if he's in that box, he's going to get out easily. So, if I had to also give Lion a classification, he would be a Keter class. To put him in containment, it would be hard as shit, and it would be impossible without certain criteria being made beforehand. Next up is Jaghatai, or the White Scars Primarch. Oh yeah. Currently, as of recording, the White Scars Primarch, Jaghatai, is disappeared into the webway in pursuit of Drukhari raiders. No one has seen him nor has heard from him. However, people are wondering if he will actually come back, since, well, it's a Primarch. He doesn't really die, and he's pretty much almost immortal like the Emperor, so... Backstory. Jaghatai is more or less just very different than his brothers. He isn't prideful, and he doesn't speak on his accomplishments like Leman, or even openly brag about it like Rogal Dorn. He keeps to himself and always keeps a show of morality on basis. He doesn't have an angry bone per se. He's more calculated and more interesting in the sense that he can keep certain things going. He does have a tendency to go really, really fast and want to go really, really, really fast because of where he was raised. However, it's one of those weird things where I would see only a couple of the Primarchs we would be able to somewhat convince to come over to our side and help, Jaghatai being one of them. He would actually probably want to join the Foundation just because the simple truth is, we have SCPs that go really, really fast. How would I contain him, though? I would actually, more or less, bait him with a carrot and stick. More the carrot, due to the fact that I can literally more or less try to see if he wants to ride either the Galactic Pony, the one that basically can run so fast that it can break the Earth's orbit, or the Heart of Darkness, which literally is a cow's heart that goes mock fucking Jesus. So, with that being said, how to contain him, it wouldn't be easy. I would have to have at least 6 or 7 of new 7 on deck squadrons, and I would also have Valkyries and a large majority of the individuals that are either disposable and just send in either the Heart of Darkness, or if I could somehow talk to him and get him on our side, I would possibly have him take the horse that is a galactic horse. So we'll call it that. If I had to give him a rating, it's interesting because he's one of the few primarchs that I would say this. He can either be a safe or a Euclid. He isn't there at Keter, but he's close. Speaking of loyal, let's talk about Leman Russ, also known as the Primarch of the Space Wolves, and who's basically said, fuck y'all, I'm gonna go fight in the sandbox, and literally ran into the Eye of Terror, screaming at the top of his lungs that he was going to break every one of their backs. I mean, this man's pride is second to none. Now, how would I certainly contain this guy? It's one of those times where I don't think we're gonna be able to. We're talking about a literal Viking on steroids who literally likes to fight no matter what. Now, I can think of ways to contain him, but it wouldn't last very long. And I run the risk of having 2 unstable psychos go on a rampage. I'm gonna have to use Abel to stop this SOB, because there's no way in hell that this is going to be good, and no way I'm going to be able to do much of it. When it comes to Leman, I have to put him in Napoleon. There's no real good way to contain this guy. I mean, no good way to contain him. And even if you could somehow get him in a room with 076 Abel, you're pretty much rolling the dice to see if either of them would actually give a shit, or either of them would actually work together in order to legitly run your fade. I'm not joking, he would be a bastard to try to fight. Speaking of fucking bastards to fight, holy shit, Rogal fucking Dorn. Rogal fucking Dorn, or Rogal Dorn of the Iron Fists. He was, to believe, slain in the first Black Crusade. However, some time ago that might not be true. However, with Rogal Dorn, I wouldn't be surprised if he survived whatever the hell was thrown at him, because it's Rogal fucking Dorn. Now, with that being said, how to contain Rogal Dorn? This is where it gets really funny. Rogal Dorn is actually either a safe or a Euclid class SCP, due to the fact that Rogal Dorn, Rogal is probably easiest one of them. You literally can get him to go into a containment cell himself. If you asked him, I'm not joking, because he has ADHD, you literally just ask the guy, hey, how would you contain yourself? And he would literally build you the method to contain him. He's an Imperial Fist Primarch. He's psychotic like that. He does not like shoddy work. You literally could ask him how you would contain him, and he would literally build you the box to put him in. Which makes no fucking sense, but yeah, that Rogal Dorn is just one of those interesting ones where he will contain himself if you just ask nicely. He's freaking weird. Next up is, oh man, the 2 most saddest fucking boys on the planet, which I am sad to say on that, which is Sanguinius, the Blood Angels Primarch. My boy. Why did you have to do what you gotta do, my man? Why'd you do it? You could've just let that fuckers kill each other. But in all seriousness, Sanguinius basically did die during the climax of the Horse Heresy by fighting his brother, trying to literally stop him from killing their father. And because of that, there was an affliction that was caused into the Black Angels known as the Black Rage, which, oh boy. Basically imagine vampires. Yep, these are vampires in power armor. However, Sanguinius is probably one of the nicest and calmest people, and again, it would be really interesting? I would say, yeah, he would probably be a safe SCP. He'd probably contain himself. No joke, that's not me joking. The way that he is and who he is, he would rather protect people than harm people. Literally, he is one of the few, and I mean the few, of the primarchs that actually stood up to their father and said, I will not let you control these people of my planet. These people will be free to do what they wish. And the Emperor said, agreed. Do you know how hard that is to get the Emperor of mankind, one of the most stubborn motherfuckers, to actually sit there and openly agree? That's fucking rare. So yeah, Sanguinius would probably just be, well, chilling with you guys. He actually probably help. I'm openly going to say this. He's probably going to join an MTF and help out. He ain't gonna fucking sit around and slouch. He's gonna do shit for you. Ferrus Manus. Oh god, not this story. For those wondering, Ferrus Manus was killed by his beloved brother, Fulgrim. They did my boy dirty. Why they have to get Fulgrim to be corrupted by a fucking bastard sword? No. Why? They were the best of boys. They were the best of boys. And they fucking killed my boy. They fucking killed him! Now, how to control Ferrus Manus, the Iron Hands Primarch. Honestly, Ferrus Manus has the same problem as Rogal Dorn. He's entirely intelligent and can easily just say, yeah, fuck your construction, I'm leaving. He's going to be a Keter. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. He is going to be Keter class. Because the simple truth is, that man is a fucking menace to society. I mean a fucking menace to society. That dude could break out of anything if he wanted to. Except the coffin. Fuck you, Fulgrim. Roboute Guilliman. That's the only time I'm going to say his name correctly, so do not get angry at me. So, Roboute Guilliman is probably one of the most iconic, due to the fact that he is the Ultramarine, or the poster child's Primarch. However, currently he is in a forever fucking dead man state due to the suit that he's wearing. He can't take off. Yeah, no joke. He can't take off the suit that he's currently wearing. And also, I'm gonna say this right now, in his current state, it'd be probably he is the easiest to fucking contain. Roboute Guilliman, you kind of fucked up. Because of the suit that he's wearing that makes him basically come back to life if he dies, it's not going to be hard. I would consider him Euclid because, oh dear God, you literally hack the suit and you can control it. I'm not joking. You can control the suit and make him literally go sit down or go do this. He won't be able to stop. If you have a good enough person that can do it, because Jesus Christ, it would just be funnier than shit watching him do the nay-nay, in my opinion. There's only a couple loyalists left, including my big huggy boy that I really, really wish is alive right now, Vulkan, also known as the Salamander's Primarch. Currently, he is alive, but we don't know where. I hope to God he comes back, because, oh, I love me my huggy boy. He is the biggest, kindest, and most gentle of all of them, and when I say this, I mean this. He is a safe SCP. He would amazingly help you just contain shit or destroy shit. However, I would not believe that he would join the Foundation. He'd probably join the GOC. To be honest with you, Vulkan is one of those interesting people, because he may be a big huggy boy, but he knows if somebody is a mutant, a heretic, or an abomination, they will be burned at the stake like a witch. So, again, he is a safe SCP to humans. Anybody else, well, you better fucking run. Corvus Corax, the Raven Guard Primarch. He's currently hiding or heading into the Eye of Terror because of, well, long story short, he was mutated by the warp due to the Eye of Terror, and now is on the long assassination mission of killing every one of the enemy Primarchs, starting with Logar after he found out that Logar was the main reason that Horus became corrupt, and Horus basically fucking started his whole goddamn bullshit crusade after Logar fucking betrayed everyone. So, yeah. But hey, with that being said, I may say this. Corvus, Corax, you're not gonna catch him. This motherfucker is Apollyon. We're talking about a 8-foot motherfucker fully cladded in power armor whose legion literally is said to be so sneaky that even in men that were in said power armor that look like me are able to sneak up so close to an enemy that they can literally touch their faces and disappear in the night without their enemy knowing what the fuck just happened. Yeah, this guy is Apollyon. You are not catching this motherfucker. And if you do, God help you. You are going to die gruesomely. Now, this is where I would say thank you for watching. However, there's one more legion that we need to talk about. Alpharius and Omegon, the Alpha Legion, might still be loyalists. Possibly. It's one of those weird things where everybody makes the joke that, oh, the Alpha Legion doesn't know if they're traitor or loyal. This is where it gets really interesting, because we don't know. Alpharius and Omegon are one of the only legions that have 2 primarchs running it. However, we don't know if they're traitors. Alpharius and Omegon basically decided to do their own thing. However, we don't know if they're traitors or not. They basically came back and did their own thing, yes, but they also have been helping other loyalist legions and also other traitor legions. No one knows if they're loyalists or traitors, so I'm going to make Alpharius for this video and Omegon for the other video. Now, with Alpharius. Alpharius is technically dead, slain by Rogal Dorn at the Battle of Pluto. However, there is an ability that Alpharius has that allows him to switch to other space marines that have his face and genetic coding. His memories basically go into them and are uploaded and is overrun. That's why the joke that we are Alpharius and we are Omegon basically come from. We just don't know of who's who. So how would I contain him, or what class would he be? He'd be a fucking Keter. I mean, there is a way to contain him, but it's fucking difficult. And I mean, it's fucking difficult. For instance, how would I contain him? I'd throw him into the Red Sea object. Basically, the Red Sea object is a thing that more or less puts a person into this alternate universe. Alpharius would probably survive in there, but due to the fact that, well, he is a, Primarch. However, he wouldn't be able to die because, well, since he's in a different dimension, he can't die because there's no other Alphariuses in that universe. Meaning, if he dies there, he dies permanent. So you tell him that as you send him in. How you do it, how you get him in there, I don't know. It'll be a tough fucking fight. But if you're able to find out somehow to know which one's the real Alpharius and throw him in there, good luck getting back, dude. Without the proper stuff, you're stuck there. Holy shit! Yeah, that's the loyalists for you, including Alpharius. Now, with that being said, I don't know if Alpharius and Omegon are considered loyalists or traitors, so that's why we split them. And with that being said, thank you for watching. I know this is going to be a little bit of a short video, but it's easier for me to make short form and long form content like this. So yeah, thanks for watching. I know that it's been a little bit interesting with the Containment Cells projects, because you guys actually seem to like this, so I might actually continue doing this until, well, it either dies out or you guys lose interest. But besides that, thank you guys so much for watching. If you could, please leave a subscribe, and also, don't forget you can join the YouTube channel as a member, or go over to my Patreon and sign up that way. With that being said, I would also like to say this. If you join either the Patreon or the membership, you basically get shown long-form content, which includes the bloopers, the reels, everything, including researching in the middle of videos, which I do on occasion. So yeah, you get to see the large-form content that not many else get to see, including the small stuff. So, with that being said, again, thank you for watching, and always, remember, for the Emperor!
I don't want to set the world on fire.